Good evening, everybody. Look at who we got in the house. We got Lazy Days Ahead
with Jesse.
Jesse. Lisa will be coming in a little while.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, you know, she's busy right now.
So who do we got in the house here? We got Mary Ann Bimler and Betty. Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank.
Dave and Tamara. How you doing, Dave and Tamara?
We got Sherman Family Farm.
Josh.
Sherman Family Farm, or Josh, had a good weekend with some.
Yeah, they had a meetup. They had a small meetup.
Yeah, they had full-blown country and Gilman
Family Farm. Gillum Farms.
Gilman Farm.
Which is Christine and the Flip Flop Farmer. Peter, old man King, how you doing?
Irene is in here, and so is Ann Dale.
Oh, that's my girlfriend, Ann Dale. Just don't tell Lisa.
Old man King Homestead, who is going to be on after me at 10 o'clock Central.
That's right. He just started doing he's the tail end of this family night. I just heard about that today.
Yeah, and we got Evelyn Newman.
Hello, Evelyn. Back to good.
All right. So while these people are coming in here, and we'll catch up with the big Italians in here. What did you get to do today?
Oh, me? Yeah. I did a lot. It seemed like I've been on lives all day long. No, we started off at 6 o'clock with the Inquisitive Farm Wife. She had us on her show to kind of talk about what's been going on in our channel and what's been going on with the collaborations that we've been doing. So, yeah, we were on that for about an hour. And then we went to Pretty and Pooch. And then after Pretty and Pooch, we went to MT. And then after MT, we're coming to yours. And then after this one, we're going to go visit Peter, old man King. Now, he used to be in New York, and he used to be your neighbor probably, but now he's down in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's liking it down there more than New York.
I don't know about the heat, but
we're
at like 79, 80 degrees.
Yeah, but when you're sitting there under 4 foot of snow, he's down there kicking back. Loving it down
for
here.
About 3 months. I could go. I'll take the 3 months of winter over 7 months of blistering heat.
It's not that bad. It's not where he's at now in Houston, where we're at.
Oh, MT Homestead's in here.
Hey, well, looky here. They look like they're opposite though. Yours looks up. Is it maybe because I'm mirrored? But yeah, I just happen to have my Zero Mountain Dew. What are you drinking?
You too?
Yeah, is that what you drink? Zero Mountain Dew? That's what I got.
Yeah.
It's the best. Zero Mountain Dew. It makes you want to watch MT Homestead. You know, what can I say? Great minds think alike.
We got David Moffat in the house and hiking with Jackie Boy.
Hey, Jackie Boy. That's the dog, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a cute little dog. He's like mine.
Jackie Boy is on vacation from going on his hiking because it's just too hot out there for that little dog.
You got White Rock Homestead. Welcome in, White Rock. Yeah.
Rambling with the Bronx.
They're an up and coming group there, but I'm telling you, I'm hearing a lot of good things about White Rock Homestead.
Yeah, and they're on tomorrow night as well.
Yes.
You know what? I am so
Thursday.
glad. I was supposed to get myself a list going of who's on tomorrow night so I could announce it.
Well, I'm just going to go off of my head. I don't know if yours is right in sync, but I know Gillum's
use your head right now.
Well, I know Gillum's on Thursday night. Then they got then they have now I can't think. I should put myself on. Don't they have
Bar Run Forge is also on.
Bar Run early. Yeah, he's on early. Then they get 9 Acre Farm. In 9 Acre Farm on Thursday night. Then we got then there's another one called Kettle Kitchen. I think he's on Thursday night. Who else is on Thursday night? White Rock Homestead's on Thursday night after Gillum. Anyway, I don't have it down pat either, but I know there's quite a few Thursday nights and Wednesday nights are starting to get really packed.
Yeah, I know that Tish asked Gillum Farm to send her a list. She's gonna have to send that to me too.
I just hope MT don't go on Thursday night either, because I can't take another night. Because they already got Sunday and Wednesday. I mean, they got it tied down pretty good. Please, Mike, Terry, don't go another night, please. I need a break. Hey, we got Let's Trade Paint.
Okay, we got our first. Oh, everybody, the StreamYard link is in the top of the chat. So this is an open mic. You're all welcome to come in, and we already got our first person in the green room.
Green room. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Linda Peterson. Ho, ho, ho. How you doing?
There we go. We got DJ.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, DJ?
Good, bro. Hey, Jeff Sickles here.
How you doing, EJ? I see you're not wearing my shirt.
Yeah, I did know I would be with you tonight. Just see, I would have worn it.
Well, you got to wash it too every now and then too. You can't wear it every single day. I know you want
to.
Okay, you got your green screen going with your gummy bears.
Yeah, I got the good screen going. I'm a cartoon right now. So, yeah.
Well, as long as you're happy, DJ, that's all that matters.
Hey, it's always good to talk to y'all.
Yeah. And Scott says at least you have a shirt on, because we've seen him without one.
Yeah, well, Scott is a pain in the bum.
And let me tell you, when DJ don't have a shirt on, he makes Tarzan look anorexic. Just saying.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be up here when we say that, and of course, for those people who don't know me, which I know a few might not know me, I'm DJ. I love the channel DJ Scott to UFOs. I talk about cartoons from every point in history, and that's what I like to do. That's my 10-second spiel. There you go.
That's okay. That's a good spiel. So yeah, DJ does like cartoons, and he likes them from every generation. And he has when is your live? Your regular weekly live, DJ? What day and time?
I have a weekly live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8 p.m. Central for any of you guys over by Devil Dog. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to talk about him.
So Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Central.
I've seen you on Devil Dogs and Belt Loops, and have I seen you on? I've seen you on some other.
He's with Peaceful Des quite a bit, and Belt Loop 29. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been with this community for almost a year now.
I see you, Gillum.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, Tish. Yeah, and then he's been on with Missouri Outlaw Randy every now and then.
Well, yeah, but that ended. Not go into that. But yeah. So I'm on, and I'm currently working on getting my hours.
Yes.
please note I'm not asking anyone for help, but to get to 3,000 hours, I need 79 hours.
79 hours. That's it.
That's all you need?
Right now, yes, to get to 3,000, but
Oh, that's great.
of course, I have to maintain that because unlike most of y'all who are newer creators, I've been creating videos for the past 11 years. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we got somebody else right here in the chat or in the panel now. We got Gillum Farms is in Johnny. How you doing tonight?
Farmer.
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
So you guys had a good weekend.
Oh man, we had the best weekend.
Don't lie, Johnny. Don't lie. You know you didn't get no watermelon, so it wasn't the best weekend. Had you had watermelon, then you could say it was the best weekend.
Oh man.
What about cantaloupe? I mean, I saw he had a truckload of stuff that he had to get rid of for the pigs, but did he give you a cantaloupe?
I could have grabbed a truckload of cantaloupe and took them home with me if I wanted to, but you know, in Josh's defense, he's not going to give us a substandard product, and I appreciate that. So, but anyway, it was a great trip. I mean, it was like fun from the moment we got out of it was fun on the way down, fun out of the car, fun while we were there. We ate some fantastic barbecue. It was just a really good day. So we had a great day. But yep, you guys need to check out Josh down at Sherman's Family Farms, or Family Farm or Farms. Anyways, Sherman's Family Farm or Farms, and
just one farm.
Just one farm.
One farm. Okay, so
we don't need no more.
Well,
farms.
He was telling us all about all these different places where they got stuff growing. I mean, he had stuff growing in the yard, and he's got stuff, 10 miles down the road, and then he's got, stuff somewhere else. And
yeah,
so I wasn't sure how many farms he had. But anyway, yeah, we had a fantastic time. But one of the reasons why I popped up on here is because
my wild home.
We go live tomorrow. And at 5, and tomorrow is the night whenever everybody's going to name our calf. So we've got a bunch of names to go through, and then we're going to pick I'm going to look and see how many names we got. But I was saying like top 5, but I'm not sure. There's just certain names that just keep popping up, and we're going to bring them up. And let everybody vote on that on our live tomorrow.
Now, remember, the premise behind the naming was it had to be July 4th related or Independence Day related. So
exactly.
Keep that in mind, folks. You've already the names already stopped, right? You can't put any more names in, right?
Oh, they can put more names in. I mean, we haven't started. I won't start figuring it up until tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, because I knew you said you were going to pick the top 3 or top 5. And then have everybody vote.
Yeah. What I think we're going to do is I'm going to just put up. I don't know. We might write it on a board or something and put it up here and with all these names on it, and then everybody can just make a single post with which name you choose. Don't go down through there. Same person doing, because it's going to be hard for me to keep up like that.
Yeah.
But yep, whichever one comes up with the most votes at the end of the live, that's going to be the name of the calf. And I figure we'll probably announce it about 10 minutes till 6. Probably at 5:50, we'll say, all right, this is going to be the name of the calf.
And then you say the winner gets a free set of a free pair of flip flops.
Yep. Free use flip flops that I've had for many years. No, hat and a shirt.
No, just
it's a hat or a shirt or a hat and a shirt. I can't remember. I can't remember. My wife said we'll see. But anyway, and without giving up too much information, that same deal is probably getting ready to come right around again because there's something else on the farm. So already.
Yeah, you already spotted the second one, didn't you?
Yeah, we got another one. We may have 2 more
Okay.
by tomorrow. I don't know. They're popping up right and left out there. But exciting times for us. Of course, it's hot times too. So
yeah.
All righty, we got somebody else in the green room. So DJ, if you would like to step down, and we're going to bring up the new one. And My Wild Home is coming. It was nice having you come on here.
Well, welcome, Shasta Valley Outdoorsman. Rambling with the Brums, just north of you.
Your mic off.
Hey, Melody.
You guys have your mic off.
Melody, turn on your mic.
there you are. Oh,
How you guys doing?
No mic.
Put your mic back on.
No mic.
There.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Are we good? Yeah.
There we go.
Don't touch it again.
Okay.
So what did you guys get to do today?
We've had such an interesting time over the last little while. You all know that we kind of escaped our island so that we could be safe. And so we've come to a haven 3.5 hours away. And now it's so bad here that we can smell it in the hotel room. So I'm going to be sleeping with this on. I don't have it on now talking to you, but it's
Wow.
Yeah, that's mine.
We each have one of these.
Yeah.
That's mine. Don't
But
touch. I need to
we don't
breathe.
want to complain. We don't want to complain because it seems like that's all. We've only been talking about the worst things that have been happening lately, but life really is amazing. And we were just talking today saying, we're not going to give up.
Nope.
We're not giving up. We are just, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But our whole entire province is in a state of emergency now. And we are in a lot of
How
trouble.
many fires are there? Like 300?
We had 300 fires strike just the other night after a lightning storm. And of course, our province is full of trees. The forestry is what keeps this province alive. And so it really is quite devastating not to even, consider these poor animals that are in the woods. I can't even imagine what they must be going through. It must be so horrible to have no place to go. And just it's just terrible. So we are going to be going back to the island tomorrow. We're going back into the fire tomorrow, which is silly, but we don't feel in danger. It's just the smoke is so bad. So we both have these respirators, and we just hope and pray that things will be okay. Of course, we don't want our island to burn up, and there will be a full evacuation if anything like that happens. The crews are setting up. They've brought in more firefighters. They're exhausted though. We just don't have enough manpower. So
They brought in 102 from Mexico and 60 from, I think, the East.
yeah. And all around the world now they're bringing people in apparently. So it's, and a lot of them are lightning strikes. They say, it could be something different. There could have been people involved, which would be horrible, but
Yeah, this is historic. The lumber industry is going to pivot, I think. They're going to be selling pre-treated wood because, you look at those homesteading channels where they burn the logs to stick them in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't have to burn them. They're going to come pre-burnt, because the whole province is burning.
Yeah, and
Unbelievable.
we got quite a bit of that smoke coming in our direction. What about a week ago? There was 2 separate times that we noticed it really thick. I mean, you would look down the street and it looked like fog.
yeah, that's right.
A couple of days where we just stayed indoors.
But you're talking about the fires that were happening up north of you,
Mhm.
right? Not these.
Right.
Hers are British Columbia.
They're happening all the way
on the
across
other
the
side,
whole
yeah.
country.
I don't know if you know this, Ryan, but I hear that there's people jumping from the mainland over to your island to just get away from the smoke.
Well,
Vancouver Island maybe, but not. our
Because I
island.
was watching a video of a family that found a nice little restroom and a hut to live in, and yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
you might want to go check it out. I don't know. Yeah,
We're
I think
heading
that-
back in. Come hell
I
or
think
high water.
I think the
tomorrow.
guy's name was Gilligan. One of them was named Gilligan, and the other one was the professor. Oh, and Marianne.
I think, well, if we find anybody, we'll share. We've got lots of room.
We've got lots and
Well,
lots of room, but yeah, so that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. And we were like, we're going to have the most epic time this summer. It's going to be so great. We have so much to do. And,
And you
It's,
guys have
it's
the
gonna-
stories. You guys have the stories, that's for sure, and the
Yeah,
content.
I just fixed the trailer breakaway switch. I just put that on. So now
So
we can haul the trailer back.
no, so you remember you're into season 2, Ryan. I hope you guys are taking video of this to add to your season.
we are. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
we
a
sure
lot of
we
good
are.
footage.
How's your barge doing?
Oh, it's so sweet. I love that barge so much because it's just I get kind of attached to inanimate things like that. I just feel so bad that he's just sitting in the water there all by himself. But because you know what? That barge has helped us so much.
That's
It was a
true.
godsend. We really, the story behind that barge, you probably all know now, but it's just been nothing but amazing for us. So it's helped us a lot.
Hey, there's
Oh,
Teresa.
one good thing. We went
Ryan
to
Newton.
we went to a place where we're getting some equipment fixed, and they were kind enough to take a heavy duty forklift and push our tailgates sort of straight. So now it opens and closes.
Oh wow!
Bonus.
It's just got a few wrinkles, right?
Oh, it's wrinkled.
Yeah. And our camera, like when we're backing up, it kind of looks underneath the truck, kind of on the gravel. So it doesn't even help us at all. But
Wanda Henry is in here.
Yeah.
Nice.
oh, we'll head out.
So they say
No.
no,
They're not in the
somebody in
chat.
the
They're
chat.
just in the chat. They're not.
one thing
Oh.
before you leave, you guys said that you didn't have a lot of you hadn't seen a lot of animals on your island
Just
so
No.
far. When you get back, you may see a lot.
That's true.
I
And they may
mean,
all be taking the barge over.
well, they'll swim over. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, with those fires up there, there's going to be a lot of stuff swimming over to that island. Bears.
I had not thought of that.
I
That
mean,
is a really good
how
point.
deep is the lake?
Oh, it's
Very deep.
it's really deep in places.
Those animals don't.
Over 1,000 feet in places.
Keep it
Yeah.
off it.
They'll swim.
Oh yeah,
If they're getting away from a fire, they'll swim right over there.
Yeah.
So you might have some new,
new
Residents.
residents. Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. Yikes.
I mean, it'll be nice. You can look out the window and through the smoke, you can see the animals. Yeah. It'd be nice.
Yeah. The grizzlies frolicking with the deer. I mean,
Yeah, they say if they say you want to live in paradise, you got to pay the price.
that's true. And we've been so fortunate, hey, like we haven't, I mean, animals are amazing and everything, but I just don't want to live right with them. So we've been really lucky so far not to have any on there.
Yeah, let's hey Ryan, I got an idea.
We have bears here on our place.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think
saw
they
a
don't have all those.
grizzly.
They don't bother you if you don't bother them.
Yeah.
We saw a grizzly
We're plumb
yesterday.
down in Oklahoma with bears. So anyway,
No, because, when we were coming out, that was a few days ago. Oh, just a
days
moment.
No, we were just around here.
Just running around. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we saw a
Even-
grizzly just the other day.
Even in Houston, we have bears.
Do you?
Yeah, they're at the zoo. They're
I know there's bears in Chicago.
yeah.
the Chicago
yeah, the
bears.
bears. The bears. So we are going to go ahead with our live tomorrow night, 7 Central. We do that every Thursday night. So we'll check in. If we don't, then
Something catastrophic.
send help. Yeah.
Have you looked on Amazon to see if they have those respirators with mics, plug-in mics, where you can talk through a respirator? How y'all doing today? Welcome to Wild My
We haven't, but we do have mics and we do have respirators. So if we have to, we'll hook them up. I guess if we're in the cabin, we'll be able to talk to you like this, but we'll give you all a rundown. And I think we're even going to figure out how to show some video. So it'll show you what we're looking at as well. So
Wow.
you guys can do that on StreamYard, can't you?
Yes.
We use StreamYard. Yeah.
We got somebody else in the green room.
Yes.
And it's
Hey, Drew's Lens, how you doing? Welcome
See
in.
here. How do we get off? How do we?
Go to YouTube. Brian will change this up if he wants to.
Oh yeah.
Tony,
Okay.
our cabin in the woods, welcome in.
you're all done with us?
Oh, I thought we were supposed to go now that someone else is on.
Thank-
Oh, you're just saying hi.
No, I'm gonna bring in David Moffett.
Okay.
Hey, David.
Just as long
Hey
as you
guys,
guys.
I hope
Hi,
I hope
David.
you have an echo.
How you doing, David?
Good. Am I bringing an echo into the room? Because I hear it in my speakers.
A little bit, yeah.
Ah, boy, I wish I could. I wish I had a pair of headphones to get rid of that. Maybe JD.
Wow,
can
it
loan
looks
me
like
that.
mission control and NASA there.
You must have something on in the background.
All I got is my speakers on facing that way, and my microphone facing that way.
What I had to do.
Well, it's
was
not
to-
really bad. So
What I had to do was turn my YouTube part off and just leave this StreamYard part up without the YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
And that might be what it is.
And also make sure your
Let's try
phone's
that.
not
Let's try
on.
that. I just said that. Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah.
say something.
All
I
right.
don't hear it.
All right.
Yep.
I don't hear it anymore.
No, turn the microphone back around so you can hear me. I didn't
So
know
what
that
did
was-
you get to do today?
So how are you guys doing tonight?
We're great.
We're doing good.
Dodging
Jesse,
fire.
How did
and-
you make out after the Oklahoma meetup? I came over to help get you tore down and get out of the area. So how did you
Oh, we
make
did. Oh, we did great. Well, after we got the RV,
Yeah.
working like it should be, then we did fine. It was getting the lifters up in place because it did an opposite. Instead of them coming up, they went down and picked up my RV as high as it could go.
Wow.
And then once the powers that be that were there helped us out, got it fixed, then we were on the road. It was about an hour probably later than what we wanted to be, but we made it home in time. Thank God. But yes, it was an ordeal.
Yeah. That was something.
It was kind of a special announcement that MT Homestead made for that one. I believe it was.
Yeah,
MT.
and I didn't ask them for that. They did that on their own. I just told her that we had to pack up and leave because we were fixing to do the fishing tournament. Remember, they had a fishing tournament. We were going to host that, and then I got the call from the family that said we had to get home because the hospice folks wanted us, all the family there, so we knew it was bad. And so we tore down and everybody helped us. It took us 2 hours to set up and like 5 minutes to tear down.
Everybody.
Everybody rushed over there to help us out. And I said, wow, these people really, they want us out of here, don't they?
Well,
Nobody helped us set up.
when we all went over there to help you tear down, I was like one of the first ones there. I think Drew was right behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, Mike from Tree, Mississippi was already there. And he's like, don't touch that.
Hey, how you doing?
Don't touch that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is it? And he says, that's poison ivy. And how do you know that? And he says, leaves are free, leave them be. And I was like, I've never seen poison ivy in my life, even though we have Hancock, New York right here in my area, which is supposed to be like the poison ivy area. And I was like,
Yeah, that place
I've never
was
seen it.
flooded. It was flooded with poison ivy.
Oh my God, that place had a lot of it,
Mhm.
but I've never seen it. And I was like, okay, well, now I know what to look for that. All right,
Yeah.
so I got a question. Who knows what poison oak looks like?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I
Go
don't
the
know if
ivy.
I've seen that.
I've had so much poison ivy. I'm immune to it now.
They say if you get it on you, though, all you need is a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and it takes the stinging and burning away right immediately. Apple cider vinegar.
Or if you know you've been in contact with it, dish soap will really break down those oils.
Yep.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Well,
So is it a bit like stinging nettle at all?
I
Yeah,
have stinging nettles all around my house.
it's a rash. You can. What I found back whenever I used to get it is if within 4 hours, if you can get in the shower with some like Dawn or some kind of good soap, you won't have any problems. But if you go past that 4 hour window, you're going to have issues. But nowadays, I could probably roll in that stuff. I don't know what happened. It just all of a sudden stopped affecting me.
You know, it's weird because I used to be around it. I mean, I'm always around it because it's in the grapes, but it didn't ever bother me until this one time I had a cordless Sawzall and I was cutting and hacking on it. Well, it slipped, the plant slipped and abrased my arm and it sat right in that, all the scratches. And that was the first time I think I've ever got it. And then it seemed like every other year I get a pretty bad case of it. And about 2 years ago, I got systemic poison ivy. That was horrible.
I have to worry about stinging nettles around my house.
All my extremity, my arms and my legs.
Dear.
Mike at Full Blown Country said WD-40 will work on that.
We have so much stinging nettles growing around my house. People are going, "Hey, I want the root." And I said, "Well, come on over and dig it up, because I'm not gonna. I'll cut the top of the plant off so I don't have to hit it with a weed eater, because that stuff is like terrible." But
some people are totally unaffected by it. In fact, we have a couple of people that we know, and we said, you know, could you come and help us take that plant down, because it doesn't even, they can wrestle with it and it wouldn't bother them.
Yeah.
My son's that way. It doesn't bother him at all. But me, if I look at it, I break out.
Yeah, for me that's like playing in insulation. I can't do it.
Don't burn it and breathe the smoke.
Oh no, that's the same thing with sumac. I got sumac trees all along the backside of my property, and
Poison ivy.
a long time ago. Don't burn it, because there's people that are very highly sensitive. Even if it's not poison sumac, the smoke and the ash from the fire would be really like detrimental to some people.
Yeah.
Poison oak and poison ivy, if you burn it, the smoke will actually give you poison ivy inside.
Wow.
You will get it in your lungs.
Well,
Yikes.
And you think scratching your arm is bad? Try scratching your lungs.
Yeah.
It's like
I know how that can help. How bad that can be.
yeah, you be like a chimpanzee by the time you get.
He reached down my throat.
you know what? I did not understand that systemic poison ivy, though. That was really weird. I just broke out. You know, it didn't look like poison ivy because it was a different effect. It came from the inside out.
Yeah.
And that was really weird.
You see what Drew said about poison ivy and stinging nettles? Oh, that's a good comment there, Drew.
Unfortunately, I'm not watching YouTube right now because I had to shut it off to get rid of the echo, but I wish I could see the comments.
Makes you want to cut your arm off now. I've never had stinging nettles. I don't even think we have stinging nettles in Texas, do we? That has to be something up north.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, up here in New York, they're everywhere.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's got to be a north.
People actually take the root of that and grind it up and make tea out of it. And I'm like, why?
Just wait till chiggers bite. Game over.
Tony.
Now I've seen them boys. They can tear up some skin.
It's on the other side now.
That was our cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tony.
Put on.
Yeah, it's on.
I have not yet been initiated with chiggers or ticks.
Down here in the
Oh,
south.
you're missing out. You need to come on down.
It's a chigger.
Everybody tells me that I gotta go down there and roll in the tall grass, I guess.
I tell you what, you come on down. I'll introduce you.
I I own
What is a
wood-
chigger? We've never heard of those.
It's
Look
like,
them up.
it's like baby ticks. They're
Not
like baby
really.
ticks.
Not
Oh.
really. They're little bitty tiny red,
Spiders.
basically mite type things, and they actually burrow under your skin, and they completely burrow under your skin, and you have to basically smother them out or wear them out. I usually just
Smother 'em with what,
wear them
Vaseline?
out thing. So anyway, yep, bleach bath. Tony said that works good.
Hey there, Rebecca Touch by Yarn. And Heather Landskron.
Heather Landskron, yeah.
I have a wood shop up here in New York, and because I have like piles of wood everywhere, I have to deal with an awful lot of situation with ticks. So I went out and I bought a backpack sprayer where I can go around and spray everything, including inside of my shelters, which I don't want to do because around my tools is bad. But I can spray everything with it. It's like a backpack blower, except it puts liquid out of it. And that thing does a wonderful job about getting rid of them out of the yard. Boy, I'll tell you, there's sometimes even if you spray a pile, you can walk right beside it, and they're sitting there and they're just waiting for you to go by it again, and they'll jump right on you and they'll get everywhere.
Well, I don't know about. I've heard that chickens are excellent for ticks. If you have free ranging chickens, they'll take care of a lot of your ticks. The problem.
That's the only area I refuse to let anybody spray is around my chickens. You gotta leave that area alone. If the chickens want the ticks, let the chickens have the ticks, because that's free food.
Yeah. Free food for them. Yep.
Yep.
Chickens are marvelous pest control.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd let them run around my yard, but I live next to a major road, and these guys don't know how to drive the speed limit, so I don't want my chickens getting run over. I started with 6, I'm down to 5.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
Sugar-
lost one the first week I had them.
Sorry.
Well, it may have been that I changed the way that they were being watered, because I had them in a regular chicken waterer, but you buy like a Tractor Supply or whatever. And then I put the brooder heater in there, and I decided there wasn't enough room for everything in there with the feeder and the water. So I put a bowl of water in there. And I think the one that died just wasn't smart enough to realize that the water had got changed. The other 5 realized it. They're still healthy. They're almost ready to lay eggs now. But within the first week, I lost one. And that was one of my black, I got the name right here in front of me.
Good night, Tish.
Black sex link.
Tish is leaving us. Good night.
Tish.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good night, Tish.
I guess only the smart chickens survive.
Yeah,
Smart chicken is kind of an oxymoron, really.
Coffee,
Well,
walks, and whatever is in here too.
if
Hi,
you
Kevin
change,
OJ.
if you change how they get watered and you don't introduce them to the new way of getting watered, I was told that was a bad thing, especially when they're that young. But I was like, well, 5 of them figured it out. The 6th one ought to be able to, and it didn't. And I was like, okay, well, that's sad. But I still got 5, and out of those 5, I mean, I'm still looking at 94 dozen a year, so I don't care. You know, that's maximum, but
Wow.
that's a
Wow.
lot of eggs. That's a lot.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
good.
when we had chickens, we were giving eggs to the neighbors so much that they would like, okay, we've had enough eggs.
That's kind of where
I
we
I
are.
went over to my neighbor's house one day I think they had me over for dinner, and they opened up their refrigerator. It's freaking eggs in their egg compartment and on the shelf. It's like, we don't need any more eggs.
How do you preserve eggs? Because we know nothing about chickens or anything. Like I might have seen a chicken, but I wouldn't know anything about him. And one day we'd love to get them.
You can put them in a lime bath. And the lime
eggs?
bath, it's called water. Somebody help me out.
Water glassing.
Water glassing. You can do that, and they're good
Oh.
for 9 months or something like that.
You can dehydrate, you can dehydrate them. You can, I'm not dehydrated, but freeze dryer. You can freeze dry them, and they'll last for 25 years.
Let me tell you a little bit about your eggs that you buy from the supermarket. They have 30 days to gather those eggs. And after they have gathered, so you're at a month right there. Then they have 30 days to package those eggs before they go to the supermarket. So you're at 2 months.
And then they have another 2 months to sell them.
Before you ever get an egg, and that's at the supermarket. And so eggs will last. The way we preserve eggs is when they're laid with, the chicken puts a natural protective barrier on that egg. It's called the bloom.
Mm-hmm.
So you can leave them out on the counter for about a month or so. You can put them in the refrigerator for about 3 months, like that. And that's the way we have our eggs. I mean, we put them in the refrigerator and they're good for, we keep them about 3 months like that just in the refrigerator. And that's actually less than what they would be if you bought them from like the supermarket. So, but the thing is, we know what we fed our chickens. We know exactly what's in those chickens, and that's our whole reason. I mean, if we're not doing it for cost saving, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just to know what you're eating.
Glassing.
Another thing to take into consideration too is you don't want to wash the eggs to take the bloom off.
Yeah,
Because
don't wash them.
They're only good for like maybe 3 weeks in the refrigerator, and then after that, you got to either cook them up or throw them out.
Yeah, the problem with the eggs that you buy that they're bought, they have washed all those eggs. They're all clean and everything. Well, the problem everything can get through that shell at that time. So they start deteriorating just immediately. That's why you start seeing your eggs in the refrigerator starting to look kind of milky.
Don't wash.
Too awful long. Yeah, don't wash them.
And don't cool them.
And if you're going to have,
yeah, if you cool them, you have to keep them cool.
Yeah, if you're going to be raising,
Really?
if you're raising chickens and you don't want your eggs to be dirty when they're done, don't throw straw or hay or wood chips or something like that in their nesting boxes. They have nesting pads. You can actually go in there and take the eggs out every day and take that nesting pad out and put a different one in and just take that one over and hose it off and let it air dry. And then that one's available for the next day. So they're always sitting in clean areas. They're never sitting where they poop. That's a big thing. You want to keep your eggs clean if you can.
Birds, Tony.
So the bloom, is it something that's like, is it dirty or is it something that's just a different coating?
No, you can't tell it. You can't even tell it's on there. It's
It's
just a natural coating.
It's like Thompson's water seal.
Yeah, it's like a water seal. Exactly what it is. No, it's really right. It's like a water seal.
You cannot see it.
It's nature's protectant.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get some chickens to do my deck.
Everybody needs chickens.
If you can do that and stay at first, that would be awesome.
That's hilarious.
If you do, I want to see a video.
So do I. Them poor chickens.
Why do the chickens have splinters?
Look at all the eggs come out cracked.
Or just crack about 900 eggs on your deck out there, and then it'll cover it.
There you go.
That's
Just don't let the sun come out. You'll have scrambled eggs on your deck.
One day at a
They
time.
get hard to
Farmstead.
get off of stuff.
Y'all explain chicken math to them.
I appreciate that. There'll be more chicken questions as we get into that. We're probably going to do that the next year or two.
I thought chicken math was really simple. You went out to buy 5 chickens and you came home with 10.
At least.
I'm just making it real. I'm going to buy 5 and you come home with 10.
Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had 130 at one time.
If you stop at 10, you're really, you're really good at, self-restraint.
Self-discipline. Yeah.
Self-discipline. I need to practice that.
There's summertime and they were really easy. I mean, you just let them go. I mean, we had a fenced-in area, a chain link fenced area for them, and they would fly over the fence and roost for the night, and then they would come out and they were all over the place.
So I don't know your thoughts, But if anybody ought to have chickens, it ought to be Ryan and Melody. They live on Bird Island. I mean, they're birds.
Well, it's not like
you
you're
ought
going
to
to
have
get
chickens.
like
They ought to be all over that island.
No, are there a lot of birds on that island?
No,
They're just lovely, lovely little tiny birds, but
There are
nothing.
birds there.
Yeah, yeah,
What
really
is the
lovely
name-
birds.
What is the name of the bird that you like to hear?
The loon. Oh,
She loves a loon.
yeah. I love the loon. Love it.
Hey,
Every
fellas,
time
I
I-
got to take a shower, so I'm going to bug
Every-
out here. But real good talking with you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one. Oh, they're out.
Well, they went out quick, didn't they?
They have loons. We have whippoorwills.
so I have a question. I'm trying to pull the name and it's not coming out of my head right now, but the guy with the glasses and the hat right here to my left, looking at the screens to my right,
That's Johnny. That's Johnny.
Johnny.
John-
Is that a leather patch on that hat?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just getting ready to start doing those, and I was wondering about that. When I first seen you, I'm like, I can't tell if that's leather or not because leather takes on so many different shades.
Yeah, it's a leather patch.
Okay, cool.
My wife could probably tell you a lot more about it.
What is that, laser printed or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's laser printed, and that's put on with what they call saddle cement to make it stick to the hat. That's what they use to put saddles together, or leather cement, I guess you can call it too. I'm actually looking at getting into doing those. I just ordered like a quarter height of a cow in order to get the leather to start doing these for a campground that I stay at during the summertime, because they have camouflaged hats and all their other hats are embroidered, but you can't embroider this one because it has the brim across the front. It has all the LED lights under it, and nobody knows where the wires run from. I told him, I said, I'm not putting that one on my embroidery machine. There's no way that's going to happen because I don't want to cut into the wires. So I came up with the idea, well, a leather patch on camouflage, that would look really cool. So I haven't set it up yet, but I do have their design. This actually, I can show you what the design's going to be. This right here is going to be the design. Just this little piece right here, not the whole green and whatnot, but that piece right there is what I'm going to try to create a leather patch out of, and run it on my laser, and you let the laser do the cut of the patch and do the print, and then you just go there and say, "Wouldn't this look cool?" and put it on the front of a hat, and then if they say yes, then I'll glue it in front of their face and say, "Well, this is how I can do this," and they can watch the process on that part of it, and this is how much I'm going to charge for each one of these patches.
oh, cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, so we got a copycat coming in the house.
Coffee can.
Rebecca touched by yarn.
We got a copycat. Yes.
Oh, she's got the new one on.
Everybody's got a MT Homestead shirt on.
I don't.
I've got the YouTube Mid America.
I have
Sure.
God bless America.
I have the new one, but I wore the old one because you had the old one on. I didn't want to dish you. I wouldn't dish you like some people. You know.
I actually used their new one to make their mugs that I gave to them to give away at the meetup. I took a picture of it.
You talking about these?
No, the one with the black design with the orange print like his shirt matches.
Oh,
those
I got
are
that
their
one
originals.
too. Papa got that one.
Those are the originals. Mine actually say Midline Graphics on the back side.
Well, it has, these have it on the back.
Right, the 10 killer. But this is actually Lisa's. I had to beg her to let me use it. Because they gave it to her. They didn't give it to me. They gave me the hat. Now you talked about patches. He's got a nice patch here, and it's, I don't know if it's leather. It feels like leather, but it's black and white on leather. You know,
It could be with dye, I guess. Probably.
black and silver, but it feels like it feels like leather. It really does.
It could be because there is a way. Yeah, that's the one. There
This
you
is the
go.
one he's talking about.
That's the one I printed. If you look at the back of it, it says Midline Graphics. Yep, there you go. That's the ones I did.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't get one of those.
I did 35 of those. I did 35 of those for Mike and Terry, and then I also did 35 more for Dave at Command Mountain for his new Command Outdoors channel.
Yep. Scott got both of them.
All right.
Grandma Blue.
I got the one.
Both mugs.
I got one of
Yes.
each because I don't let all of them go. They come 36 to a box. I always keep one, and most of the time the one I keep is the one that gets screwed up.
Yeah.
The empty
I guess you-
homestead was
And
upside
Pooch
down.
wants that one. He likes the janky ones. He likes the janked up patches or anything that's.
Yeah, Drew, but I wear mine baseball style. I think you wear yours flat. I think you're more of a flat. I like mine baseball style. I'm old school. What can I say?
I can't stand it.
The new school wears them. They wear them flat like this, and I gotta curve mine in.
When I put mine on, I'm normally
Yeah, get 'em.
military. When I put mine on, I'm normally military style. 2 fingers off the nose. Everybody says, "Oh, that covers up
that
your
was in
eyes."
the old days.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't wear it all the time. Well, not only that, but even right now it's 68 degrees in New York, and if I kept that on my head up here in my office where heat rises, it'd probably be 75, 80 degrees by now, somewhere around there. All right, guys, I'm gonna step out of here if you don't mind, and we'll let the lady take over.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good night,
Good night.
All right, Dave.
Good night, David.
guys.
Thanks
Later.
for coming.
Hi, David.
Was Lisa going to come in for a couple minutes?
She was. I don't know if
She took off.
she's been working in the kitchen, kind of tidying things up. But
There she comes.
here comes the
There
boss.
she comes.
I got 2.5 minutes till the timer goes off.
She's got 2.5 minutes till the timer goes off.
I'm making bread and butter pickles.
I'm sure she heard you.
Oh,
Well, you came in within the last 10 minutes then. You got it.
that's one of my favorite pickles. My
Oh,
mom
yeah.
always made dill pickles. Loved her dill pickles.
And
Yeah.
you made bread and butter,
Both.
something else.
Habanero.
Habanero.
Bread and butter habanero pickles.
Mm-hmm. And that was good.
Those were hot.
Had a little heat to them.
Hi, Creekside.
I don't remember if we ever did. Yeah, I guess we did do dill pickles. My parents did when I was younger. But man, we would have bushels and bushels and bushels of pickles.
Oh. I know. And one cucumber makes a lot. I mean, I got
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 quart jars and like 6 pint jars, and I only had like 12 cucumbers.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can make a lot of bread and butter pickles.
They make a lot when you slice them.
Yep.
Well, and the pickling cucumbers we got at the Froberg's
At
the
Froberg's,
farm,
the farmer's
they
market.
they weren't the long little skinny ones. They were
Short stubbies.
thick, yeah, short stubby ones. So I sliced them, and then I sliced the slices in half.
I think she liked them
So
because they're
we'll
like her husband, short and stubby.
There's a little
Hey,
story
Tony.
that you guys don't know about. When my family lived in Washington State, and school was out, we would get to go on a bus and go pick cucumbers for a company, and we got paid for the 5-gallon buckets that we would take up there and put in their big box. So I definitely know. They said they wanted a certain size, and when there was a bigger one, we would wash it off with the water our mom sent with us, and we'd eat the cucumbers and not drink the water. My mom was always asking, why isn't the water all gone? And we said, well, we're washing the cucumbers and eating those. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So you got Creekside just jumped in, or I
Yeah.
just wrong. Maybe they were here earlier. I didn't see
Creek
them.
Lake Maples in
I
it?
said hi to them.
And Rambling with the Brums, 2 Canadians.
Why don't you guys pop in for a couple minutes? I got 5 minutes left. Why don't you pop in?
Come on in, Creekside, Tony. I mean, unless you're in your Batman suit already.
The link is at the top of the chat.
Yeah, links at the top of the chat. Scott, it's at the top of the chat if you want to come in. But yeah, yeah, you can't beat homemade bread. It looks like that was pickles that you were making there, Johnny.
Yeah,
Pickle, not bread and butter.
that left.
No, I got my Batman outfit on.
She's got her Batman outfit on.
She's got her Wonder Woman outfit on.
Yeah.
You're the Batman. She's the Wonder Woman.
Tell them about your pickles.
I got
Yes.
pickles.
Yeah. What are you?
Oh, I'm gonna make dill pickles, but I've never made bread and butter. But I wanted to try that, but I don't know if we either one of them really like them or not. But
Oh, well, I guess you'd have to try them.
Mine was easy because I.
Oh,
Johnny
Scott
likes sweet
says
pickles.
that it would be rated R. He's in bed.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm leaving on that note.
Yeah.
No,
So
Christine.
Christine.
So
Kristen?
this is what I got.
Oh yeah, I've used Mrs. Wagers, or is it wages for the dill, so I have to try that.
So this is what I use, and there. I mean, I grew up with bread and butter pickles, and it's easy. It's easy. I mean, it's a little tiny.
Yeah, I like
You gotta cut the cucumbers, but
Are you saying it's so easy even Christine could make them?
Creekside
I heard
Maples
that.
was working on a metal roof on a hot day. That doesn't.
Yeah. So it's been in the 90s up in Canada, and he's out there working on a roof. And you would think that somebody in Canada would, work on it while it's cool, but not Tony. Not Tony.
Wonder Woman and Popeye.
Yeah. Wonder Woman and Popeye.
Creekside Maple said
I
that.
like cucumbers, says Heather.
Yeah, I could eat bread and butter pickles on every sandwich ever made. Bread and you can't beat it. I don't know why anybody would eat anything other. Now I'm not saying dills aren't good, but they're
those are I made those in October.
oh yeah. So these are our October bread
Ooh.
and butter
Oh, those are
from October, and they still look nice and fresh, just like when she just
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Nice.
My aunt used to make what she called candied pickles. They do taste a little different than the because they were really sweet. They even look like candy.
Lisa makes candied jalapeno. I mean,
Yeah.
candy. Well, it's called
Watermelon
cowboy
rind.
candy.
Oh,
The cowboy candy, which
but
is
I'm wondering if he's talking about if they made them out of watermelon rinds, because I did pickles out of watermelon rinds a couple weeks ago, and they're very sweet. They're just little
watermelon rind
very
pickles.
sweet.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she did.
You'd never know it was made out
That
of
was
watermelon.
a long time. I mean, that's when we lived in California and go visit her in Washington. So that was a long time ago. And she'd always have a jar ready for me.
Yeah, so Linda
Yeah.
says she takes the watermelon and washes them real good and uses the red for eating and the green rinds for pickling, then can them for bread and butter. Oh, you can buy bread and butter watermelon
Yeah.
rind for dill pickles also. Wow, that's a great idea, Linda. So the one she pickled, it came out really sweet.
You back in the day, people didn't waste anything.
Yeah.
Night, Tony.
Are you
They did
saying Linda's from back in the day?
I remember my mom doing certain things that kept us kids fed, because when you've got 8 children, feeding that many, probably 6 at the time when we came to Washington, trying to feed two brothers that always still have hollow legs. My
Yeah.
brothers still do. You got to do something to be able to feed all those children.
Yes, Josh from Sherman Farm. Yes, we are eating the rind. This is the watermelon rind. Now, you obviously shave the skin, the green part off, but then you left with all the rind in there. And she pickled them, and they're sweet as can be.
And what do you do? Just eat them, or do you put them on something?
You can eat. Well, I mean, you can eat them however. You can eat them with your meal, or
Yeah, you can eat them in a meal, or you can put them on,
put them on your
add
sandwich.
them to your sandwich, or you can
Put them in a salad.
put them on a salad. Just however you want to eat them. They're just sweet, like sweet pickles. Like those little gherkins, but they don't have the little bumps. They're just sweet pickles. but they're made out of the watermelon rind. So Josh, from Sherman Family Farm, that is, think of the opportunities with all the watermelon rinds you guys have. You could pickle it. Thank you. Your seat.
Our chickens would put a hit. Our chickens would put a hit out on me if I did that to the watermelon rinds. They like them too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tony you came in anyway. I thought you were going to go to bed.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, nice meeting. I've
Hi,
been in
Tony.
your chats and stuff, but I've never actually got to see you face to face like this. How you doing?
Stay away.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
That's good. Now I was headed to bed, and I hopped on here, and I saw you guys, so I said I'll come back up on here.
Well, that's awesome. We're going to be heading out of here because it's 10 o'clock Central, and Old Man King Homestead starts at 10. You can stay on for a couple of minutes in the private, though. Our cabin, or Creekside Naples. I fumble on everybody's name, so don't feel special.
There we go. I had to fix my audio.
Oh, good. He didn't hear me.
Oh, I was listening. I'm just working at the same time. I'm very ambidextrous.
Well,
Yeah.
well, stay there, Tony, and everybody. But I got to close this out right now because Old Man King Homestead's going to be coming on. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for coming in, and everybody on the panel. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all my moderators for taking care of my channel and protecting it. Next week, we will be having another open mic. I have not picked out who that co-host is going to be, but sure enough, we'll be here Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Central. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Nice.
Night.